This poor guy out in the middle of the field holding his flag. Just, he doesn't realize that there's a battle all around him and... Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Ultimate General American Revolution. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to test out the skirmish or custom battle feature of this game, and this is basically the only way to play the British right now, so I figured let's try out the British, and we're kind of going a little overpowered versus underpowered just to show you the difference in the quality of weapons and what weapon quality makes, and then later we'll do a mission or a battle where the British fight kind of more an evenly matched American force with similar weapons. So what do I mean here? You have to choose a general, so we chose Charles Cornwallis and the enemy is Horatio Gates, kind of make it a little bit historically accurate. And then we have a very, very small English force, and this is a medium battle size. So it's 3 infantry regiments. Each regiment has 3 fusiliers. One regiment has 4 fusiliers, and then the first 2 have they each have a skirmisher each, and they're equipped with Ferguson rifles. You'll see here that everybody has Brown Besses, the 2 skirmishers have Ferguson rifles, and the artillery has 6-pound field guns. Now, for the last I guess it would be a company. For the last company, I've put a grenadier in the first 2 regiments, and then these Royal Guards in the last regiment. I can't actually see any differences for the units themselves stat-wise. If you click on this, it'll actually show you their statistics. So the Royal Guards are currently 7 in melee, 7 in firearms, 12 reload, 2 speed, 17 stealth, 50 spotting. I assume as the developers flesh out the English force that there'll be some differences between the Royal Guards, the Highlanders, all of that. If you're curious, different regiments that you can add into here. So you have your Fusiliers, you have your Grenadiers, you have your Hessian Mercenaries, Royal Guards, Royal Highlanders, Skirmishers, Artillery Battery, Mortars, and your supply. So pretty cool, well-rounded, but unfortunately for the British right now, these 4 are all identical, so I hope there's some differences in those units as the game is developed further and further. So we have them as Royal Guard. This regiment here, since as Royal Guards, we had some points left over. We upgraded to a 12-pound field gun. That thing should absolutely wreck. And then the 3 Dragoons, why not? They have Dragoon Carbine 57s, and then 2 of these supply wagons. For the Americans, we gave them 4 militia regiments, and they just have civilian muskets, and the Minutemen have civilian muskets. What is cool about the militia, just point this out, is there's 2 different options. There's your militia, and then there's the militia that is free or enslaved African Americans. But once again, doesn't look like there's any difference in statistics right now, but there is a cost difference. So hopefully as the game develops further, we'll start to see those differences manifest even further. As far as the infantry regiments, we have 4 infantry regiments. They're all basically the same, except the first 2 have a skirmisher. In the 4th slot, they have hunter rifles. Everybody has civilian muskets. And then in that last slot, we have, what are these guys? I believe they're grenadiers. So they should be on par Actually, they're better. Well, let me rephrase this. They're better in melee than the British Grenadiers. They've got a 9, whereas the British have a 7. Their reload is slightly worse. The British have a 12, where these guys have a 10. And you can see here, like, superior efficiency, excellent assault, expensive. I don't know if that means anything in the game or if it's just, like, tooltips telling you how this works. But the British don't have any of that yet. And it would be really nice if, in the future, the developers could change that. And just show you some of the different options here. You have your Grenadiers. You have your Guards, who also have a different profile than the Grenadiers. But that's about it. Nothing else on there. I believe the American skirmishers are better than the British skirmishers, but that'll change with me giving the British skirmishers Ferguson rifles, with the American skirmishers having just the hunting rifles. So make sure we grab those grenadiers there. And then all of the cannons are 3-pounders. Americans also have some dragoons. They also have the same carbines, so should be evenly matched there. And they have one less supply wagons. So let's dive right on in. There's a few different options you can choose here, like if you want fortifications or not. You can make the battle small, medium, or large. Just gives you different point levels that you can use to purchase your army, and then you can change the deployment distance. You can also do naval battles. That's something that they added in, and we'll probably mess around with naval battles. I figure until there's a major update, and major update meaning the next part of the campaign, which is soon, you know, that trademark soon, we're basically going to try out some skirmish or custom battles, and then once a new major update has dropped, we will start a new campaign. So that is the plan for this game. I want to play this game a lot, but I don't really want to start a campaign and then a major update drop, and then I'm sitting there going, oh, I wish I did that campaign instead. So let's dive right on in and see how powerful the British are. You can see on this map here, the Americans badly outnumber us, which is par for the course. So let's do a little pause at the very beginning. I always recommend pausing. I think my general, oh no, that's my baggage train. I always recommend pausing right at the beginning just to get a lay of the land, see what's going on with all of your troops. I kind of like how we are deployed over here. I was told before to look at the eyesight, so it looks like those trees aren't blocking that artillery, so that's good. Here's a unit spawning in on itself. That is something you never really want to see that, but unfortunately that did happen in this battle. That's something I'll report in the Discord later, but otherwise we just need to shift our units around just a little bit and then move these skirmishers out. So what we'll do is we'll shift these skirmishers out onto the flank, and then these skirmishers will go out onto the flank too. I like my skirmishers out on the flanks. We could keep those grenadiers there, or we could move the grenadiers back. That might be the better option there. Not have them, you know, face first into the enemy, and then we could probably move this unit. There's a hole right here. It's not really a good place to put them though, so maybe we'll move them just slightly around this way. They'll sort of fill that hole, but not too worried about that. And then everybody else will kind of go in a hold order. I want to see what the enemy is doing with their cavalry before I commit my cavalry. Cavalry is definitely one of the more powerful things in the game right now. And then we do need all of these guys to go into the hold order. Little pause there. The hold order gives you a little bit more cover. I believe it's 15%. Also stops your men from, you know, running around like idiots. What are you guys doing though? I do want you guys to move out. And we'll see if the Americans actually come forward and attack us, or if we need to go attack them. There have been numerous updates from the developers. Some of it says it's about AI, so we'll see how the AI acts. Looks like we've got... I don't know where our Royal Guard are. That is... Who are you guys? Is that a Royal Guard? I think that's our Royal Guard over there. That looks like them. I believe that is. It looks like they've got the bearskin hats, which they didn't actually wear into combat. That was more of a parade uniform. Maybe they don't have the bearskin hats. I can't zoom in any further, but they look pretty cool. These, I believe, are the Grenadiers. Does it tell me who these are? Oh, they have traits, but I can't do anything with the traits. Alright, there's their cavalry running in, so let's move our guys out. I don't know what our skirmishers are doing, to be honest, and let's see. Keep moving forward. Okay, the enemy is doing a little bit more of a probing action. Okay, their cavalry is definitely shifting that way, at least two of their cavalry companies. Let's move on out. I just want to shadow their cavalry, that's for sure. Make sure that I have an answer for their cavalry, because cavalry can be quite disgusting. I do need to make sure, if their cavalry charges in, that our cannons don't grape shot our own troops, because that would be absolutely devastating. And let's have you all charge in, and then let's not shoot our own men. That is one of the things I do not want to have happen. Wow, oh, what the heck? Did our artillery just friendly fire, or did their cavalry actually shatter our unit? I have a feeling our cannon actually shot our own guys, and that was pretty bad. So let's move them over. Cavalry is definitely something in this game that needs to be reworked really badly. It is, it's not in a good place at all. And it's really unfortunate, to be honest. Alright, keep moving up. See how you guys do. Have you guys run over here because you need to slaughter their men, and then see how these skirmishers do out in this flank. Alright, you guys need to move back into the center. Alright, their cavalry routed our guys. Friendly fire. Not sure where that friendly fire came from. So yeah, cavalry just absolutely disgusting in this game. It's something that the developers understand for sure, but they definitely need to work on. As far as what I've seen the developers, things that they said that they are working on, I have seen one that they're working on the next part of the campaign, which is good. We absolutely need that to happen. So those guys are gone. That cavalry is sticking around. Need you guys to shift over. We just need to crush that cavalry. Unfortunate about those skirmishers getting... That was probably my fault. I wasn't really paying attention to that side of the battlefield. Some of you made comments on videos like, hey, it's not multiplayer, you can pause some more. I definitely agree, however, that's not how I like to play real-time strategy games. Be it a good thing or a bad thing. I kind of like to minimize the amount of pausing I do, and then I like to play it as a real-time strategy game. It is called a real-time strategy game, so that's just a personal preference. That doesn't mean that you guys can't do it on your own or other YouTubers can't pause, but my personal preference is definitely that I prefer to not pause as much because I think it's a little cheesy. At least that's how I view it. So I like to pause at the very beginning of a battle, maybe when something nasty is happening. Oh, this is going to be bad for the cavalry. They just got flank charged by the enemy cavalry, so we'll see how that goes over here. I might need to move Cornwallis over there, see how those skirmishers are doing. Looks like, you know, over here, doing pretty well. Just need our artillery to continue pummeling the enemy. Alright, there's a... This is definitely a big mess over here with the dragoons. So as long as we keep... Why does it say we're blocked here? I find that really odd. There's nothing to be blocked about. So one of their cavalry has completely shattered. One of ours... All of ours are retreating, unfortunately, so that's not good at all. We do need our cavalry to come back. Oh, I thought they completely shattered. Oh, that's going to go really badly if their cavalry is still roaming about on the battlefield. Alright, you guys need to get back into the fight and charge those guys. You need to hold Cornwallis, get over here, and then need our artillery to continue blasting the enemy. How are these skirmishers doing? They're not holding up really well. I don't have a good answer for that. This is really the cavalry is what's doing most of the damage to us. If that one unit didn't get absolutely whacked at the very beginning, things might be a little bit different. I do need to combine them over here, actually, now I think about it. So let's see what's going on over here. We really need to completely shatter their cavalry. That does need to happen fairly soon. I wonder if I can have you guys combine really quick in the midst of battle. Okay, so there's one unit. I think one of our units has completely shattered. So I need to... Oh no. This is This is a little bit brutal. Alright, can we get their cavalry to go away for good? Need to continue blasting with our artillery. You guys need to go back onto the line over there. Cornwallis. That flank is doing really well. Our Royal Guards are great. Maybe the next skirmish I'll do is without any cavalry on any side, because the cavalry kind of ruining what I was trying to show off of how powerful, not necessarily the British are per se, but how powerful units are with better guns. Because in the regular campaign, you can stand toe-to-toe with the British once you start obtaining US muskets and things like that, but during the early parts of the campaign where you have civilian muskets, you really struggle to do anything against the British. So they've wrapped up that flank. Well, they've wrapped up that cavalry, which is good. I need to deal with all of these skirmishers. This is a problem over here. I know that makes this flank a little bit more... what would you say? Vulnerable. Yeah, vulnerable is the correct terminology. Can you guys run? For some reason you guys can't run. You're probably all exhausted. So we're going to refuse that flank a little just so we can properly defend, and then, come on, draw the line. They're going to refuse that flank, and then you guys need to run all the way over here, and now hold, and hold, even though you guys aren't actually where I want you to be. Cornwallis, I think you're doing a good job holding the morale of that flank. At least I think that's what generals do in this game. They have command radiuses. It's not... I'd say the obvious effects of the generals aren't obvious, but morale is usually one of the major things for generals. Okay, you guys need to hold. Alright, this artillery, if you guys can grape shot that unit will shatter, and that'll be great. Okay, I need you guys to charge in. Oh yeah, skirmishers. They have the issue where you can break charges really easily. One of our officers is wounded, which is not good. Charge into them. That should be a massacre over there. And then we can start rolling up that flank. Unfortunately, this flank, they definitely have a lot of men over there. Low ammo. Are you... Oh boy, we don't have many supplies left, which is not good at all. I would actually like these skirmishers to not charge in. Really unfortunate that we lost our skirmishers that early. Our skirmishers are really expensive, which is really unfortunate with those Ferguson rifles. So things aren't going according to plan for sure, at least in terms of me... No. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I accidentally selected them. Okay, charge that cavalry in. Keep refusing that flank because we don't want flank hits. So now we're starting to see low ammo across the board. I don't have much in the way of ammunition, and there are a lot of Americans still around, but our tiny English army... Oh, the Americans are trying to get into combat? That's really bad. No, don't do friendly fire. That was bad. Okay, so we're down to 18 cavalry. They're probably going to break soon. We didn't really do enough with our cavalry over here. The Americans should break really easily. Our guys should be a lot better in combat than theirs. I haven't really abused it in this, but you definitely can abuse British melee, because the Brown Bess is really good. Really good. Right, so how are the lines going? Artillery still flat. How are these guys still alive? That is incredible. They should be dead from grape shot already. And looks like that cavalry... Oh no, I didn't mean... I thought our cavalry completely died. I need support. So I shot into there. That could have been pretty bad with the friendly fire. So let's see how this is going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. Why this artillery is not absolutely wiping the enemy out. I actually haven't seen this artillery shoot in a while. So maybe that's a little bit of a bug there. Yeah, it doesn't look like this artillery is shooting whatsoever. So, little odd there. Not really sure what's going on. Yeah, they're just not shooting. Oh, there was a shot. Just one, which is not enough. Okay, I need you guys to deal with that. We have a couple skirmishers at our rear. You guys need to hold. Looks like our cavalry finally broke. Yep, cavalry finally shattered. Maybe this regiment needs to move back. So it might be time for the power of the bayonet. Maybe they're shooting now? I don't... Okay, that was a good grape shot. This artillery unit's being a little bit weird. Not entirely sure what is going on. But the British are definitely struggling at this point. When I did previous custom battles, the British absolutely rolled over the Americans, so maybe the AI changes are a little bit better. Looks like the AI is a little bit more coordinated on their attacks. Before, the AI was pretty terrible on their attacks, and the Americans are actually using their numbers, and their cavalry was absolutely amazing. A really solid performance by their cavalry. Feel like... Okay, so that was a good hit. Feel like our artillery is not really doing as well as I had quite hoped. Alright, there's some routing going on. Okay, so maybe the British will actually lose this one. That'll be an interesting custom battle as I sit here going, why are they still shooting over there? There seems to be a little bit too much of sticky targeting with the artillery. Not really sure what's going on that. Let's just start doing some charges. Why not? Okay, you guys need to combine. You guys need to move out over here. I haven't really done too much micro during this battle. Actually, I think you guys need to help out over here. That's probably what needs to happen over here. Can you guys combine? Yeah, let's do that. Can you guys charge over there? We lost a unit. That was stupid on my part. Just having a little bit of fun at the moment as things have devolved quite substantially. Alright, let's see what we could do over here. I feel like these guys need to charge into melee. And Cornwallis, I feel like you're better suited over here. I feel like this artillery needs to move over here. And, oh, there's some routes over there. Now there's more routing. Maybe they toned down melee. Before, the British would just absolutely wipe the floor. I mean, my men are exhausted, and that would be very interesting. This has been a pretty cool custom battle. We're probably going to lose this one, but I'm fine with that. You know, we don't always have to show winning. This is more just showing off custom battles. I probably played this absolutely terribly. You guys will probably let me know that I played it terribly, but really I just wanted to show off the custom battles. Really highlight like what you can actually do, and there's some really cool things, and how expensive the different guns are for sure. I mean, even though the British are most likely going to lose this one, they have defeated numbers, like absolute ludicrous numbers. It'll be interesting to see the after-action report, what actually was the difference there. Oh, that friendly fire is just devastating. I wish you could turn off target priority if it involves friendly fire, or that's a terrible way of phrasing it. I wish the target priority was that if it's possible to hit your allies, or maybe just something like don't shoot into melee, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, this is unraveling, but pretty cool battle nonetheless. I really just wanted to get a custom battle out for you guys, show that I'm still very much interested in this game. I haven't put out a video for this game for a while. Really, I was just kind of waiting for the developers to release a patch that I felt was good enough for me to put forth a whole campaign. And it looks like that patch might be delayed, I don't know, another week or two. So not quite clear. No problem for the devs, they just need to take their time, release a good product. I think this game is looking pretty awesome already. And just the difference in this custom battle from other custom battles I've had really shows that the AI, some of the most recent patches they did, they've actually changed the AI. The AI had a major problem when it was breaking, and in that it really wouldn't... Oh god, I think we just hit our own guy right there. When the AI was breaking, it had a real hard time regrouping. And that was definitely a serious issue there. But yeah, the British last stand is not going well whatsoever. Let's get our troops back on the battlefield. One of these days, what I'll have to do is just do a custom battle, record it, and then kind of do a voiceover on it. I really wish there was a replay function in this game, because I try to provide commentary for you guys, but man, if any of you have done commentary while playing a game, you know that it takes a lot away from your concentration, and it's really difficult to play even remotely optimal. Like, playing optimally is not something that happens if you are doing commentary. For those of you that can do both, man, I struggle with it, so kudos to you guys. That is definitely a talent for sure. But I would love a replay option, because if I could do a custom battle and then zoom in, fly around, show you like all the cool stuff as a replay while I actually get to play the game and show off, or actually play optimally, that would be great. What's weird is the British, or not the British, the Americans they're actually really struggling. I wonder if we are going to make it. Can these guys get back on their artillery? Probably not. I don't think there's enough of them left. But they do turn into basically units. Yeah, the carts are struggling, or the carts are getting captured. They're routing. That's interesting. If we could rally around our artillery, we could actually pull off a weird, janky victory that I was not expecting whatsoever. I wonder if I've actually deleted one of my grenadier units. That would be interesting. Okay, this is unexpected. I was not expecting to hold out for this long. Alright, can you guys hit them? I need you guys to actually go intercept them before they rear flank you. Can you guys move over here? This is really interesting. Yeah, you guys can go chase that cart. It's not important to me anymore. Alright, can this artillery move? Because the bulk of their force is that way. There's some artillery way off in the distance. I don't really care about it at that point. That would be... Okay, so they're shattered. That's interesting. Can you guys go hit them? You guys hit them. And then if we move our artillery over here, grab those guys. Those are our grenadiers. 20 grenadiers, Almeric Blackwood. And then these skirmishers over here. Okay, so I need you guys to stop, and then you guys to stop, and then hopefully a big giant face full of grape shot into those guys. Hopefully these guys can get out the way before our artillery shoots them. Oh no! Protect the artillery. Nope, I do not want you guys doing that. Okay. Lots of guys over there. Come on. Big face full of grape shot. Come on. They're not doing it. We can charge into them. Oh, that's maybe not a good idea. Their artillery's over there. Let's move out over this way. Okay, you need to rotate, hit them. I still want you to hit them. Go into them like so. Can you guys crush them? Maybe not. No, I don't want that. That was a terrible maneuver. Probably just took some rear shots over there. We do have men coming from behind like so. Okay, I just need the artillery to rotate the correct way and fire upon the enemy. Alright, I think you two, that was bad timing on my part, unfortunately. You guys could absolutely shatter them. I think they're actually mine, which is the funny part of it. Oh, amazing shot. Okay. Can we get this artillery over to our lines? That would be actually the interesting part of this. Can you guys go charge them? Stay back. I don't need... What? How did that route? That's ridiculous. They must have changed something. That's interesting. That actually blows my mind that they routed from that. I mean, I believe those are... I thought those were my guys that they captured. If we can move our artillery though, that would be absolutely hilarious. This custom battle is taking a lot longer than I expected it to, which is also interesting. Okay, you guys need to go over there. Artillery. If the artillery could actually just, you know, sit over here. And then maybe have this artillery there. You there. You come over here. There's not really anything over there though. That's the key. This unit that routed from supply stretchers or whatever. Alright, can we... Nope. They're retreating in the face of artillery, I would too. I'm amazed our units are still in the battle. They took some hits over there. We'll see how it goes. Can you guys charge into there? They're retreating. Can you guys move up over here? I wonder if you guys can support this. Just need this artillery to fire like one good volley at them. I can't believe these grenadiers are still alive. Okay, that's another unit. Well, they're not gone. Those guys are on the edge of the battlefield. Yeah, charge my overpowered artillery, I dare you. So, some interesting things to glean from this custom battle. I think there's some glitches that I might have found. Oh, that's a lot of people retreating. I don't feel like our units should lose combat in a one-on-one situation to the Americans. We have... I mean, these aren't grenadiers, are they? No, they're militia? Yeah, that's really odd. Maybe it's just because they're tired, their morale is low. Not entirely sure in that situation, but I've seen quite a few one-on-ones where we actually lost combat, like, almost immediately. It's probably due to, like, low morale going into combat. Like, these guys' condition is terrible, and morale. Before, condition seemed like it didn't matter at all, but maybe condition has started to matter a little bit more. This poor guy out in the middle of the field holding his flag. Just, he doesn't realize that there's a battle all around him and that the British are definitely losing this one. Alright. Well, I really want the battle to end, but my troops refuse to completely shatter. So we'll see if anything comes about this. Can you guys charge them maybe? And it's probably a terrible idea. Can you guys charge them? And then we'll sort of fast forward through the rest of this, because this battle's probably getting a little bit boring at this point. Alright, I was going to edit all of that out, but I just want to show you something. The enemy is actually moving their artillery forward, which is something I've never seen them do before. So as I was talking about, I think the AI has changed quite a bit. I know that in some of their most recent patches they've mentioned it. I'm just going to end this battle because this is, yes. Okay, show off the screen. So the Americans had nearly 5,000 men. We had 2,060. So the British actually dealt absolutely devastating casualties, and just wanted to show off, like, the British, I gave them all really good weapons. The Americans gave them all American muskets. Next custom battle we'll take out the cavalry, so there's none of that shenanigans in the game. But I think there's definitely been some progress made in terms of the AI, especially in how they reform after breaking, how they spread themselves out. There was definitely less clumping. There's still clumping, but there was less clumping. And moving their artillery forward. Now, they don't move their artillery forward enough, but I did like to see at the very end that their artillery moved forward. Some of the things, as I mentioned, I'll have to do some testing on this. See how, like, a fresh British unit does with Brown Besses against a unit with civilian muskets. The units might have really suffered because they had low morale and low condition, and that was something I've been harping on for a long time, that condition doesn't seem to matter at all. Maybe condition finally matters. I didn't really see it in the patch notes, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into the patches that they don't, you know, completely quantify in those patch notes. The patch notes are very, very broad and open to interpretation at the moment in early, super duper early access. So those are all things that I'll continue doing custom battles. If you guys enjoy these custom battles, or if you want to see something in particular, let me know. As I said, I'm kind of waiting for a big content drop from the developers to do a new campaign, but I'm more than willing to do like custom battles or some of the historical battles. I think the custom battles have a lot of potential. They also help find different little bugs, like I found a fortification bug where the artillery wouldn't reman the walls if you moved it. But that was pretty fun. We definitely got our butts handed to us at the end, but seeing as we killed 3,600 and they killed, I mean, they nearly killed our whole army, but definitely pretty awesome there. As far as efficiency goes, I mean, the British are at the top of the efficiency for sure. Even this guy, he was British. He was captured, though. So you can absolutely see the efficiency with the better guns off the charts for sure. Whereas the Americans are sort of at the bottom of the efficiency, except for Erasmus Anderson. I think he got hit by the cavalry early on. So guns do matter. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube jazz. Greatly helps out the channel. Check out the Discord in the link below. Let me know what you guys think about these skirmish battles, what you're most excited about for Ultimate General American Revolution moving forward. And as always, guys, until next time.